Most cruise tips online repeat the same basics. Don't overpack, arrive early, book your excursions. But the real insider knowledge, the operational secrets, the behavioral hacks, the policies people don't realize exist, those rarely make it into videos. Today, I'm sharing those. Cruise cabin thermostats have limited passenger control. Your cabin steward can request a manual adjustment from engineering if your room is too hot or too cold. They can't override the system themselves, but they can submit a maintenance request that often fixes the issue within the same day. To tell your steward on day one if your cabin never reaches the temperature you set. Engineering can adjust the airflow. This solves the temperature complaints. It is accurate that cruise line availability changes overnight, and here's why. Travel agents place 24-hour courtesy holds on cabins. When those holds expire, the cabins automatically re-enter inventory. This usually processes after midnight at the cruise line headquarters time zone. Checking first thing in the morning can reveal new upgrade options. This practice is confirmed by multiple cruise lines, including Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, and Carnival. Every ship has busy and quiet times, and one time is universally slower than others, and this is during dining. Go to guest services during the first main dining room seating about 5 to 6 p.m. Most passengers are eating, not standing in line. This is a reliable, consistent pattern across all contemporary cruise lines. So verified across Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Norwegian, and MSC, the best discounts are for first night discounts, sea day lunch, and promo bundles that are offered on board. These discounts are not listed on the website, but they are frequently offered by the maitre d' or the restaurant host. This is widely documented by the crew and passengers. So next time you're on board, see about some of those discounts. If these insider tips are helping already, tap the like button so more new cruisers can find this video. Now let's go deeper. So this is not a policy, but just an accurate pattern that is observable. Midship elevators are the busiest. The forward and aft are typically quieter. During dinner, elevators near the dining room are packed. After shows, elevators near the theater are jammed. Different ships have different layouts, but you can observe these patterns on day one. Advisors, bloggers, and frequent cruisers confirm this repeatedly. This one is true, but conditional. The side of the ship facing the pier can be noisier early morning due to the loading and unloading of cargo and provisioning. Not all ports use the same side of the ship. It varies by the port and docking rules. So if your itinerary constantly docks on the same side, so Caribbean itineraries often do, choosing the opposite side increases your chance of a quieter morning. This is a strategic tip, not a guarantee, but it is real. The thermal suite costs extra, but the sauna and steam room in the locker rooms in the fitness center are completely free. You can find these on Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Norwegian. This is confirmed and noted in several deck plans. The main dining room can provide Indian vegetarian dishes, plain grilled chicken, salmon, and steaks, fruit plates, off-the-menu sides, and they can repeat dishes from previous nights when available. So it's not guaranteed, but it is allowed. If you want more rare, accurate cruise tips that only seasoned cruisers know, let me know in the comments and make sure you're subscribed. Ships vary, but there are a few places that you are going to get the quietest spots. So often the forward viewing deck, the solarium sides, the promenade deck if it's open, and decks 5 and 6 on the outdoor promenades. Now there are no guest access cruise hallways, so use the forward facing promenade areas or the quiet sides of the solarium, for the best ocean footage. On Royal Caribbean, the Solarium Bistro on Oasis class ships is way quieter than the Windjammer. On Carnival, the Sea Day brunch in the main dining room is way quieter than the Lido deck. And on Norwegian, the Observation Lounge breakfast on the Prima and Breakaway Plus is way quieter. These are verified by thousands of cruisers. The app messaging system, so for like maintenance, dining, or room service, it goes directly to the correct department. The stateroom phone goes through the central switchboard and can involve waiting for callbacks. It's not that the phone is expensive. Most calls on board are free, but the app is significantly faster and more reliable. So this one varies by ship, but it is correct that the promenade cafes and pastry counters offer cookies at no cost. Milk is available at the buffet and beverage stations, so you can request milk at most cafes, whether it's carton or fountain, depends on the ship. Staterooms become available by deck in batches once the inspections are complete. Your cabin stewards cannot override corporate policy or unlock a room early just because you ask. But if your hallway opens early and your steward confirms that your cabin passed inspection, you may be allowed to drop off your bags. These are the cruise tips no one talks about, the ones that are actually true, not myths, not rumors, not guesses. Use even 2 or 3 of them and your cruise will feel smoother, calmer, and more efficient than most people on board. If you want advisor level cruise insight, real tips, real strategy, and zero fluff, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss what's coming next. And remember, you can find your Ametta, your leisure, rest, and peace, wherever the tide carries you.